then you go the other way. That's the eagle pose. Okay, standing head to knee. So for this one, you have to use a lot of concentration. And you really do have to do it correctly. Stand up. They say make your fist like this, or you make your grip, and grab on. Okay. Now, you shouldn't be like this, because when you straighten your leg out, you'll be facing downward. So your legs, your leg is supposed to be up. Then you kick forward, and you lock out both knees. Both legs should be tight. When that's done, then you bend. Okay? You might have to grip so hard, squeeze your knuckles together so they don't slip out. Okay? Then you put your head down. Okay? And then you come out the opposite way. You can't put your head down before you bend your elbows down. You gotta bend your elbows down, then put your head down. Do that to both sides. I don't think it's important that this leg stays straight in line. I think it comes to the center line of your body. I think that's fine. Okay. This is a good one. This next one is called balancing stick pose. So for this one, this is the last one where your hands have been up in the air for about a half hour now. You step forward, okay? Now I gotta take off my shirt to show this one. Okay. You step forward and you let your little toe come up again already a little bit. Okay? Go down, and you should look at a spot like right about up there. Okay? Now some people say, you might be asking yourself, am I supposed to be stretching like this or like this? Pardon me. Should my shoulders be... There's different ways you can stretch, but basically you're supposed to stretch using this part of your muscles. You might notice a difference. So just go down and hold it. And this is a good one for wrestlers because a lot of times when you're underneath, you have to keep your arms up to keep that guy from spinning behind you. And this is a good one for that. When you come up, keep your head up, just like in wrestling. And you go forward with the other one. Look forward. Keep your head with your chest. And come back. I forgot a pose, but I'll show it to you now. It's called bow pulling. And he explains it pretty well. Put your hand out. Turn it off to the side. Grab onto the inside of your ankle. Put your hand up. Make sure your knees are together. So that may mean that your chest has to kind of tilt out a little bit. Okay, stretch up. And when you go down, when you go down, your finger should not go below your eyebrow. Okay? So no hands down here. Hands are up. And you do have to kick. And you try to get down. And you come back up. If you fall out on this one, it's important to jump back in, grab on, and get your balance. Because that's working it, you know. You're still building muscle. You got to jump right back into the pose. Okay. Then we just do a stretch going down. This is going to set you up for the next one after this. So you go down, simple dimple. You can screw it up though. Keep your legs tight here, okay? Grab on to your heels and pull down. Now this is one where I'm going to let my shoulders come away from my head here, okay? It's not like this. It's like this, okay? So it's different than what you normally see. And you come down like that. you come back up. Okay, the next one is triangle pose. So you come back up, make it look good, right? So then you do triangle pose next. Triangle pose. Come up. Put your hands down. Keep your head up. Keep your... Even this is a stretch for me. I mean, I feel like I'm getting stretched right now. Okay? Put one leg out. Inch it forward just a little bit. This is supposed to be 90 degrees right here. Alright? Put your hands out like this. This leg is supposed to be, this knee is supposed to be locked. Okay? Now, not like this. It's really, you're supposed to keep, as much as you can, your hips perpendicular to the front wall. You go down. You go down. And I'm not the best at this. Put your finger between your big toe and your second toe. This hand is supposed to be just about right above this hand. And you gotta look up past your arm at the ceiling. And stretch out. And try to make it look as pretty as possible, basically. And you come back up. You go to the other side and do the same thing. That's a nice one. It'll stretch you like right in here and inside your hip and all types of stuff. Feels pretty good. Okay, the next one is called standing separate hand. What is this one called? Standing separate leg, head to knee. Okay, go like this. Up like this, and this is again not one that I'm good at. It seems like simple. Your hips are supposed to be square to that, okay? And this is a compression one, so this is really, it's kind of stretching out the ligaments that go from here, tied up over here. And so it's kind of like all the muscles that are down there, kind of a little bit. And you go down, and you bend your knee if you have to, okay? Go down slow, and try to get your hairline up on your knee. So this is called actually a compression pose. And it seems really easy, but it takes a decent amount of concentration. And you come up the same way. So it's not like you're chopping wood and pulling the axe around. You're going down and up in the same manner. And you have to, push your knee as hard as you can right here, your forehead onto your knee, your hairline. And it's supposed to be what they call a compression. I find it to be difficult and a good stretch, as simple as it looks. Next one is tree pose. This is a cool one. What you do after having worked out for now probably about an hour, you go like this. You try to keep this at the same level and your hips at the same level. You just stand there for a little bit. And then when you're going to do the other side, and then you're going to do the next one, grab onto that sucker. Okay? Now if you do this incorrectly, there's going to be a lot of pressure on this other leg here. Okay? So you got to do it kind of correctly. Bend down at your waist, okay? Bend all the way over and look forward, okay? And then bend down. And I can't balance here. Some people can. It's really amazing. But they'll put their hands up on their chest. But just go down, try it. You don't think you can do it. When you're coming out, again, you need to kind of do it the right way. So put your hands up here, lean forward, and then just straighten out. If you try to muscle yourself up all at once, I don't know, you're probably going to blow at your knee. And you come down. So that was the end of the standing series. And you got to start doing the floor series. And it starts with